This entire process is illegal, but I can show you and explain to you that a higher person in government is involved in this. For my name is Steve Biko Osur. I do represent the residents and tenants of this area, mostly tenants to the Railways Corporation in Kenya. We've had two cases. There was petition number 5 of 2019 and subsequently case number 661A of 2021. In all these cases, we had contest about rents and tenancies with railways. We managed to get court orders, and that's how they've been occupying this property since then. There was an attempt earlier in 2018 to evict them, which ended up evicting people across town on the main railways track. Then eventually people were moved. We got court orders and preserved them in this state. For the longest time we preserved them on account of court orders because the notices being issued, most of the notices were not properly given out and they were all irregular. So we challenged them in court and the court agreed with us. As we speak, the 661A is coming up in July for hearing. While it's coming up today, we've been ambushed. I was called at 5 a.m. by Suleiman and Chairman Birundu and told that this place has been invaded by goons, as they described them, because they never had any court order seeking their eviction. Neither did they have any notice to inform them of the timelines or any proceedings subsequent to the ones we've had in court to get them out. There are small children in these houses. Most of these guys, we have Muslims here, a fair population as you can see from the background. They are on the religious holiday, which they're just about to open in 2 days' time. A fair and a reasonable person would have told them, go through the Eid period, go through this ceremony and then get out. And then more particularly, why would you come to this place at 2 a.m.? If you have a valid court order, come wield it and show it during the day, so that we tell these people to prepare to get out. And we procedurally prepare them also to get alternative places to go. The right to housing, as long as they pay rent to the proper entity, then they are entitled to be here. And more particularly when they are protected by a court order. To that extent, therefore, this entire process is illegal, but I can show you and explain to you that a higher person in government is involved in this because the demolitions are not well sanctioned. The county government is missing here. The national government is missing here. You cannot do an eviction of this magnitude without the police. When we sought answers from the police in the morning, they said they are not shown and they have knowledge of previous court orders and that's why they cannot come here. That's why the top command of the police in Nakuru are not here. The local political leadership from the MPs, save for Mr. Fadil, Honorable Fadil, the MCA for Biashara Ward, you've not seen any political figures around here. If it were election times, you'd have seen all of them troop here. So ask yourself, why now is their absence so loud and not any other date? These people have families. Their children are about to do exams right now. Children are closing tomorrow. They'll be coming back here. Where do they go? This Menengai Primary, there are children from this area who are in school. What happens to them when they see their houses being demolished? We need to be humane as a country to see to it that these are citizens. Most of them voted for the government. You can actually bet most of them here voted for the government going by the demographics here. The same government that is now taking them out. And you know, for voting, it doesn't care whom you voted for. Whether you are Azimio, UDA, Kenya Kwanza, it doesn't matter. You will be evicted if there is procedure. To that extent, there is none. And that's why we are complaining. They should have coordinated with the chairman, Mr. Birundu, Suleiman, and the entire group and told them, look, gentlemen, you are out of here based on a court order. No such order has been brought. Pending court process. I got an order preserving these guys in these houses way back in 2020. That order has been extended and extended and extended. There was a previous suit, petition number 5 before Justice Mutungi, which was determined as a petition. And then we moved into the magistrate's court to preserve the tenancies that were here. Because if one is a tenant and is paying rent, unless he defaults in the rent payment, you cannot just wake up and evict them. Hamna sababu ya kuwatoa hao watu hapa kama wanalipa kodi za nyumba. na inafaa wapewe muda ya kujiandaa kutoka. Wakati wa sasa kuna mvua, watoto wanaenda shuleni, watoto watafunga kesho. Kando na hiyo, kuna swala la dini. Watu walisema dini iheshimike, na wakati wa maombi kama wakati wa Eid inafaa heshima kwa dini at least iwe, ndio watu wapewe nafasi ya kujiondoa. Kama uko hapa kwa njia ambayo inafaa, pewa muda, tafuta nyumba, hata kama ni mwezi mmoja, uwe umejiandaa kusonga na watoto. Bidhaa hizi ambazo ziko hapa zitaanza kuibiwa hapa tusipochunga. Hatutazuia wezi wakikuja hapa. Ingawaje wale ambao wameendeleza hii shughuli kwa saizi hawajaguza chochote, na tunawaheshimu kwa kujaribu kufuatilia kanuni ambazo zinazingatia umma na haki za kikawaida za kisheria. Kwa hivyo tunaomba watu walinde mali zao kwa sasa, tukifuata njia ya kisheria kuona kuwa tumetatua shida hii. Kwa sababu sidhani kama ni block pekee ndio itakuwa na shida kama hizi. They could extend to other blocks, and the problem is who else is next? Which other government property or railways property? The Pyrethrum property, are they going to also do the same? Everready properties, are they going to do the same? Across the town then, there's going to be a housing crisis, because if you evict over 30 people, there are about 35 houses from this unit. And these are the biggest units. These units have smaller units inside them because they're occupying almost half an acre. What happens to these families? What happens to their children? These are young children, you can see them all over. They have not gone to school, their schooling is disrupted. Their parents have to go away. Most of them are not residents of Nakuru. You can clearly see a bigger portion are Somalis. Clearly, these are people who ought to have been given time to get an alternate and within the law.
So what's the way forward?
The way forward is that we'll try to seek legal redress in court, but also there's a political angle to this. You can clearly see when you ask whoever is doing this, they don't tell you who has seconded them to do it. When you ask those who are in charge over here, no one is answering. The railways are saying it is an order from Nairobi. From Nairobi, they are saying the railways down here is in charge. The ping-pong game being played here, the back and forth, it's a pendulum. It's oscillating from this end to this end, so you don't know. Until we settle it and know whoever is involved, you cannot then take action against a person you don't know. You can only take action once you crystallize who is responsible for the demolitions. And that ideally is what we need to investigate, and that's our presence here, to establish who seconded these guys here and to what extent their instructions are, so that we know how to tackle it in court. Already the trailers are over here, the machines are here. Partly we can see how to preserve the ones that have not been demolished.